Yo, what's up, Kira? Shout out to Kira for being the first here. I'll say it so it's actually in the chat record. Yo, what's up? Yeah, so now I can actually start. Thank you for being here. I am just going to do my shakeups. All of them. I was just listening to the left is right one, but I'm gonna do it on shuffle, and it picked Mania by Fall Out Boy, so that's cool. All right, and Terraria is a go. The way I do this is I play hardcore characters on expert worlds, and I often die, but it's a lot of fun, and it can take, anywhere from 20 minutes to like multiple hours for me to die. And so that's cool. I have a lot of fun with it, no matter how good or bad I do. But if I get really far into it, I get real invested. I haven't like freaked out yet. But that might, make me less entertaining. And I actively, since I'm just alone in my room, Savannah likes to chill in the bedroom while we're live, as it were. I feel like I would freak out. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a time investment, so like, I want to do good. But yeah, whenever I am in this state and I'm just chilling, it's really fun because I can just sing whatever I'm hearing. That's nice. It's satisfying. That's why I enjoy doing it the way I do. I've only done this like 7 or 8 times now. And right now what I'm doing is clearing out the spawn point so that way I can set up some buildings. Usually I've been making just wooden shacks, but one of my people in chat recently called me out for, oh, that's what every Terraria player does. So I had some inspiration to make like a lead house or like a tin house, and that was interesting. That was its own thing. Or I could do it like underground if I wanted to. Anyone after me, I'd give it to you. But I'll tell you that I am fine. Ooh, there's some iron right here. And some tin to the left. This is a pretty lucky little vein of it. And I've got a guide named Jan. Like my birthday. What is this game about? I've heard of it, but I've never played it before. Well, the end goal, spoiler alert, is to beat the Moon Lord. And the way to do that, I can work backwards from it since I've beat the game multiple times. The Moon Lord has cultists that worship and or, summon him, or I don't know exactly what they're doing. They're cultists. And so the cultists will be defeated and summon like 3 different pillars of energy, vortex, nebula, solar, and stardust, and they each have like their own type, and essentially that's like melee ranged magic or summoning. And so that's how they have like classes for this game. This game can be multiplayer as well. It's really fun. And to get the lunar cultists to spawn, you have to beat the golem, and to beat the golem you have to go through the temple, and to get the temple to unlock you have to beat Plantera, and for Plantera to spawn you have to beat the 3 mechanical bosses, the twins, the destroyer of worlds or something, I get it mixed up, and then Skeletron Prime, and for them to be spawned you have to be in hardcore mode, which happens only once you've beaten the wall of flesh, and that's the final boss of the pre-hard mode. Everything I've described up till that point is all the hardcore mode. And yeah, I have yet to get to hardcore mode, or the late game in one of these hardcore runs, because it's kind of brutal, to be honest. The bosses for the pre-hard mode are the King Slime, which appears during the Slime Falling from the Sky event, and then the Queen Bee, which you find in the jungle, and the there's a crossover from a different game called Don't Starve Together, and it's called Deer Clops. If you're in the ice biome during a blizzard, deer clops can spawn. I think that's... No, then there's the Eye of Cthulhu, which has a summon that shows up in chests. And that's, I think, a pretty good overview of this game. And it's like the story is kind of a background element, but it is there. Like that guide, you know, you can talk to him for ways to progress through the game. But, you know, the talk is very basic. You know, you interact with him and he gives you a sentence. Other than that, you can, like, choose to put an item in the slot for crafting and he'll tell you what you can make out of it. Stuff like that. Watch out. Looking back like where the time go. So much for trying to keep this moving slow. Oh, I might eventually get it now that I have a computer. Nice. It's awesome. It's super good. I wish people would play with me, excluding Connor, my friend who actually does play with me. We both have like more than... Oh, I'm about to lose this game. Goes to show. I'm not even being careful. And the thing about this is the healing in this game is very limited. You can only use potions that are on like a 30-second cooldown. It's kind of brutal. But yeah, it'd be cool if you did. I gotta build a torch. The way for NPCs to show up is to have a light source, a chair, and a table or workbench in the room. And then once I have all that, I can gear up. Wood armor is the most basic, but every set gives you a bonus. This armor set is just an extra point of defense, which is as basic as it gets, but it's useful. Now I've got that iron from over there, and that's significant, but it's not usable until I have at least a furnace. And to get a furnace, I'm just gonna go over here, get this stone. Guess I'm catching feelings that I don't know. If this is empathy, if you'll just hold on. This was the last time. Find solace when you say, you know how I feel when it's wrong. We ain't been right for years. And now I've got enough stone, wood, and torches to make a furnace, and that's how I can turn the iron ore into bars. Campfire for health regen. The stone is also good for arrows, which makes ranged combat actually possible. Bravest that we were wrong, and it's just never been the world outside. Sunday kinda has me terrified. Normally I like to wait for the guide or the merchant to show up, but I've only got one house so far, so the guide's gonna have to do. So what I'll do is take what I have left and make an iron short sword, which is marginally better than those two that I've got. Not a lot better, but it's something. And I still have some stone. Luckily for me, I can make ranged weapons. Flaming arrow for the damage over time, as well as the light that shines on and under the ground, so that way it actually will show you what's down here, which can be useful. And this way it looks like there's a desert. And I'm geared up enough, I feel like I can get this cactus, which, funnily enough, can make armor that's better than what I currently have. I don't think I have enough, though. I might be making it look easy if I'm lucky, but I also might... I say that because I hit the vulture with the first 3 shots. Almost died of that purple slime earlier. Shouldn't talk like that. Yeah, it's not enough cactus to make a full set of armor, which is what I was hoping for. Granted, I don't know if it's a good idea to... Oh, I guess I could use the cactus pickaxe, hilariously. Is slightly better than the regular pickaxe, because the only difference is -1 range on the copper pickaxe. They give you a debuff on your main resource gathering item in Terraria. For whatever reason. It is what it is. Cause I'm a fucking mess sometimes. And I'll say what I don't mean. Just cause I wanted, or maybe I need it. Swear lying's the only rush I need. Yeah. A touch of gray, ooh, blessings, disguised as lessons, the ripple effects, I'll be the... The game's fixed, so I gotta stay ahead of it. Shine like my skin, the melanin. I've been here before, but I can't. I ransom them. It's residents. I hope they resonate. It's too short, too bad, too wicked, cherished today. Now it's too late for us to kick it when heaven sent me this angel. There's nothing I cannot handle. Remember how to love your own shit. Remember how to love your homies. Remember people out here homeless. This is living at your own risk, cause ain't nobody walking perfect. All this money, was it worth it? All this ice, it might have coldest. Sacrifice, it might have chosen. Living for the moment. Past hurts, but it's golden. The future bright, all this moonlight. Call it suicide when you're too righteous. Now, if you see over here, of course, it's nighttime, and this is Terraria 2D, so the zombies will be showing up. Oh, and there's even the mini boss over here, Pinky. It just has way more health than your average slime. I don't know if it's gonna catch on fire though. It is a slime. So like, torches are made of slime, but hey, getting a little intense, LOL. I know, right? Exhale, close one eye, and snipe. Be ready. Here is the tales of the dark side. Nobody gets out of line. I ask why. I seem to cry when I was baptized. I guess I was stressed playing games, says Kira. Me too, especially when the time investment of it all exists. You know, people like online games. People go crazy for. They go crazy. They're like, there's a chance that people recognize me. That's a big part of it. Oh yeah, there's that intensity we were talking about. Oh. Dirtiest jersey, no disrespect to Reg. You did noble, repeatedly hitting your whip until it's betotaled. And please, later, no photos. I'm hardly sober. My omens have only told me to focus on every quote and expose every single soul with the motives of taking over the globe, taking over the road. On the dough with my bros, I'm bowling with pins of woes. More than convinced I'm old. Wisdom infinite fold. My window is tinted to close. These niggas is gimmicks, so I hit them like Riddick's bow. I'm driven to pay the toll. Niggas is paper plush. You're fucking with angels dust. Whew. Which can't be fucked with is nothing, and niggas no discussion. I crushed him. Alright, now I've got a hammer so that I can take out this background element, and that way make the aesthetically pleasing stone background down there instead of mud. Anywhere, I don't care, I'm gonna light it. Anywhere, I don't care, I'm gonna light it. Clutch the world with such a grip, you know my strength. Fuck that drink stuff, I was poor enough. Just imagine the power struggle where you ain't got no plug. I only want the best, but they treat me like the worst. Shit, I do deserve the best. Man, I came up from the dirt. I don't talk much, but I raise the quota. I done had chicks cross every boulder just to ride a slide type of giant Santa Conga. Another thing I like about this game is that you can actually use the menu while still playing the game. Like, you don't have to enter the menu and exit the menu. Like, you can open the menu, pull something out of your inventory, and use it actively. And that's really satisfying to me. And destruction is a form of creation, it says Donnie. But I'm a different Darko, and it's a different story. Hustle through my life, light through the tunnel, and I might wanna fuck a child, who knows? But tonight is so much that let your hair go and that's hey. Oh, that's nice because some games aren't like that. Yeah. One thing about Minecraft is absolutely entering and exiting the menus is a huge part of the game that detracts from the flow of it, or, to some people is the flow of it. And to a lot of people, that's not as entertaining as a first-person shooter or something like that. Oh god, killing the bunny. My bad. All right, well, I'm at full health. I am comfortable giving this a shot. My problems is real. My problems is real. I tried to run from my problems until I bloodied my heels. My problems is real. My problems is real. I tried to run from my problems until I... Yeah, not the bunny. Dude, there's an item in this game that you can get that makes it to where you can't damage non-violent creatures. I love that. That's a vibe check that this game passes. How it feel, ill. Is this straight ill? Nobody know how it feel, ill. Sometimes I wanna run a million miles away, but there's nowhere to go. It's like I'm stuck in quicksand. See, I don't need your judgment. Shit is fucking with my brain. It would be nice in Minecraft so I wouldn't hurt the dogs and cats. Yeah, true. It is amazing to me, the connection between this game and that game. But it's like the extra dimension of things makes the translating of gameplay mechanics difficult. Like, beyond just the mechanics of it, much less like the impact of the mechanics. Oh, and there I go. I froze up. My accident impacted lives. I'm submerging. Boy, you better get to learning. I guess I'm lucky I built that little pit over there for those zombies. Lucky for me. Yeah, that was the end of my Flatbush Zombies shake-up, so I feel a little guilty on that if that were an accident, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm saying, I would not blame you. I barely know what I'm talking about. Some people my flesh. That's the difference between catch and fetch. Now you're my only one till you meet. Now you're my only one till you know. A step to the right, no step to the left, no step. I unfortunately do not, I'm sorry. It's okay. I ain't listening to them no more, but I am listening to Chance the Rapper. The Big Day, the album about marriage. It was his debut album. Before that, he just made mixtapes, like 10 Day, the first mixtape, or the one I got into, the one that has Cocoa Butter Kisses on it, called Acid Rap. It's one of my first shake-ups. And then the Coloring Book album, which makes me think of the time I spent with my friends in the quote-unquote trap house. Good times. Memory of anything I couldn't do. It's possible, so possible. Thought I know you were, 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 thought I know you were. Never took me outside, never took a bird again. Dun, 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 dun. Thought I know you, thought I know you were, thought I know you were. Oh, whoops. Building with platforms in this game is a little counterintuitive sometimes. But that's okay. I feel like this stump does not need to stay. It doesn't even have leaves on the top. That's okay. Before you do all that, alright. Garçon. Yeah, boy, I'm talking to you. Gotta get these fallen stars for magic. Not just magic, though. Also, the enchanted... Oh, wow. There's a cave over there in a crimson biome. But yeah, also in the... in those cave biomes sometimes... Or, I guess caves aren't necessarily biomes, but in any cave biome, not just crimson biomes, you can also find like just a boomerang that you can turn into a enchanted boomerang, which does significantly more damage, and that's really satisfying. How many tin do I have? I have with 1 tin block. Okay, well I need a lot more rock for that. Oh my god, guess it's the greatest day of my life. I'm gonna go down here, hopefully get some more stone. Yeah, boomerangs are sometimes weapons in video games, and I can honestly say I don't know if I've ever seen a real life boomerang, but it would be awesome if I could conceptualize why they work, much less effectively use one. Baby, I look good, I look handsome. Somebody could take me for ransom. And nobody rides dancing around the girl. I don't think I have either. What? It's kind of a novelty to some extent, but like, you know, it's a boomerang, you know, it's iconic, especially in, I don't know, the 20th century, I guess. I really don't know. To me it is. You know, it's in like Legend of Zelda. There's this game I watched some dude play on YouTube that was using one, and it was like, the game was nothing like anything I'd ever seen before. And it had a boomerang. Maybe that's the kind of thing, you know, like boomerangs either really work or they really don't. Like Legend of Zelda really worked. This obscure YouTube video I'm talking about. Maybe it didn't work so much since it's obscure, but you know, obscurity is not equal to negative, you know. Here, I finally get some stone here soon. Schedule vacations on a 5-year plan. Schedule operations in your 5-year plan. You're gonna have several revelations in your first 5 days. In your first 5 minutes, have your first 5 fans. Like for your first shift break. Time for your 5-year plan. In your 5-year plan. Came at you in a 5-year span. If you followed your flight plan, you'd be right here praying. Take out splinters, side chicks make they cool lay with splendors. Side chicks can't come to Auntie Linda's house. They gon' send her off, they gon' send her out to buy more things that they hid in their couch. Cause niggas can't got no Tesla. Pull up in a ring like wrestlers. Hop out at the soccer game with the VVS's and a bunch of snacks. Seats doing jumping jacks. Last summer of the teens. I can't recall too many summers in between. Will Smith, Genie, Donald Glover, Lion King. The swing like the 2017 Cubs. Maybe getting some tin armor soon, or maybe making a tin shelter for the merchant instead of stone. I don't know for sure yet. Let me see, you gotta click it a ticket, you got to go get it before it's gone. Life ran dresser. 3 damn Grammys, my granny like no pressure. So much style, my stylist got no dresser. Fuck going straight to the pros, I'm professor. Fuck being one of the goats, I'm go tanks. Try that with my girl, she no thanks. Bomb I couldn't find the Tom Hanks. Trying to find Devon Frank. Who the fuck rocked the boat? It's gon' sink. Shooting at me point blank with those blanks. They don't take teenage angst at no banks. Find some new hues like Langston gon' paint. You gotta come harder than that. It's 2 different things. It's too bad. And it's so sad. And then the smoke got me. I got muscles like Superman trainer. Real rare like Super Saiyan manga. I jump, stump on Lucifer, Satan. And I got a few rings on Jupiter skating. I meant to say Saturn. Switched up the pattern. Smoking on some shatter. Got me higher than a ladder. Thanks, I'm flatter. My baby mama batter. You look like Mick Jagger. Oops, grease splatter. Hi. Jumping out the grease is a whole lot of degrees. That's a whole lot of tin. Tell you what, I'm coming back for that. Maybe go down in that cave off to the right and get some bombs so that that's easier to mine instead of wasting time. I'm all present. Dwell on my gifts for a second, a moment. My solar flare will consume, so why not? Spend this flammable paper on a film, that's my life. High off lights, inhale the vapor, exhale once and think twice. Eat some shrooms, maybe have a good cry. How about you? See some colors, like hang glide off the moon in the dark. In the dark. I'd do anything for you. Anything for you. Anything for you. In the dark. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I needed to do. It's silly. Get him, Jan. I believe in you, Jan. Good job, Jan. Okay, let's see here. That is what I was trying to do. I don't like putting the cracks in the block, the mud, like that. Like those are accidents, but once I get a hook, that's easier to deal with. Yeah, we love Jan. Damn right. That's the first time I've seen that name, to be honest. That's okay. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna climb up and make this a little easier. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was my last rock. Well, that's okay. I will just simply replace this rock. Another thing you can't do in Minecraft, can you craft, rather, can you mine through a wall? Can you do that? I know someone in town named Jen, but I don't really care for her, lol. Yeah, I know somebody named Jan. I don't think from Eureka, surely not. She goes to my mom and dad's church. Unless I'm going crazy. No, I think I'm going crazy. It's possible. No, that's Ruth. I'm thinking of Ruth. Never mind. Never mind. Not who I thought it was. But I know a Jan. How do I know a Jan? This is driving me crazy now. I hope I'm not offending anybody by not knowing who Jan is. Other than myself, of course. It would probably be Mom. I feel like that's who I've heard that name from. Wait a minute. Jan. Ah, yes. Okay, Jan was Jerry's wife when she was still alive. That's who it was, I believe. Like what kind of wall? They'll be fine. I know, right? Yeah. I'm gonna be making the background wall to this little stone covert a culvert, not a covert. It's gonna be a background of stone instead of stone brick, just regular old stone, like this. I couldn't see you coming. Need a little more. This is the first time I've ever made an iron short sword, just by the way, and I've played 600 plus hours of this game. Just think that that's funny. There's Stonewall. Stonewall, classic tactic right there. Am I right? Oh, nope. And of course, I'll probably never notice that, but it'll drive me crazy if I know I left it like that. So, fix that right quick. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's how it is. A finished product. Cute. Let's give the merchant a regular table, a non-workbench type table. Damn, that's a lot of hours now. Yeah, and it's not all AFK too. That's the best part. It's like, like when I played my most played game a lot, TF2, Team Fortress 2. A lot of what I would do would be sit on trade servers and like look for people who are selling keys for refined metal, and I was like, you know, looking for a good price, or, you know, trying to buy refined metal based on stuff I had. I don't know. I was into the Team Fortress 2 economy big time. And so I would just AFK in servers, and that's why I got so many hours in that game. But yeah, no, Terraria is 100% like, it's almost always just me and Connor, or just me playing this game. And that's awesome to me. This game's as game as I could imagine. You know what I mean? Okay, I need a door. So that old merchant man, whoever it'll end up being, moves in. And now I can make another house for the demolitionist, and I'll do it out of tin. But for that, I'll need more stone. Speaking of which, this is gonna drive me crazy if I don't fix it, so I'm gonna fix it. Okay. I hope I can even reach it though, to be honest. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, those 2 clay blocks are, yeah. Like those clay, whatever. It's like, you know, but just the 2 driving me crazy. Okay. I need regular stone, so maybe to get that tin I was talking about earlier, I can go into this cave, maybe find a heart crystal that'll keep me alive. I've only got 100 HP. I'd like to have more than that. But being over here, I am at risk of being attacked by the crimson dudes, like that spider that just went up there. This is very concerning. I might actually just fucking die if I'm not careful. And I ran out of torches. Oh, but I got recall potions. And extra torches. This is good. This is a boon. This is a good sign. Oh, climbing claws. Also awesome. Okay. Okay. I got a chest as well for free. Don't have to waste iron making that. I'm very lucky with all that stuff. that I just acquired. I did come down here for stone though, so I should be careful. Also, there's a trap right there. Could be a game changer. Big time. Gotta watch out for that. Okay, let's go over here and make sure I don't die to anything. These slimes are concerning, but not big spiders that'll kill me, you know, in like 3 hits or whatever. Okay, so... Oh, those things actually could absolutely kill me in 5 hits, though, apparently. Every night fucks every day up. Every day patches the night up. Thanks for sticking around, Kira. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I decided I would use the Snapchat's recommendation function to actually reach out instead of just being the loner I always am. Considering I have had active notifications being like, Shemaya is on Snapchat, and I love Shemaya, but also felt like that'd be kind of awkward, and so I was just like, you know, okay. But now that I'm gonna be leaving soon, I felt like it was like a, you know, more appropriate time. So I added like Chase, Chi, Josh, because he was there tonight. I didn't, you know, there's no Robert or Nick or like Andy or Judy or anything, so it was just Chi, Chase, you, Kira, and I think Erica, yeah. And let's see what we got here. Moving on. Yeah, of course, not really much change tonight. Anyways, I was confused on who it was, and then I realized it was you. I don't even have my own Snapchat either, lol. Yeah. I just think it's funny that I have mutual friends with them, even though I don't think I'm friends with anybody else on Snapchat that is like, you know, from work. So I think that's because they go to school with my my nephews or my niece. Pretty sure, because like I've asked Chase about Kara before, and she's like, "Oh, Kara, yeah, you know," and that's my niece. So, okay, I need to get this tin, and I need to make sure that I can. Okay, yeah. So let's put away blocks because that's something easy to remember. Tin's not gonna make me chains, is it? Wait, how about? I don't think so. I think it's only iron blocks that can make chains. Wouldn't hurt to check though. I don't know, but either way, I think it would be a good idea to make at least a tin broadsword so that I got some arc to my damage. Nick has Snapchat, but he hasn't opened the app in like a year or two. Nice. Yeah, that could be why. Okay. So yeah, I've got bomb. So I'm gonna come over here and get this tin real quick. You know, I'm gonna be careful, but I'm still gonna try my best. I think maybe if I move to the right slightly, I'll be definitely out of the blast radius. But I need to be careful already, just in case to jump out. Oh, that's a good spot. Okay, now maybe do that again, like right here. Maybe try to get that stuff that's off to the right a little bit. Okay, I think that's good enough for me. Oh, and now I'm in a bad spot for the zombie that's coming up. Okay. I don't know if you could potentially hear my dogs, but Carolina's barking like crazy right now. Sometimes we have neighbors barking, and that is why she goes off, I think. Kind of makes me uncomfortable. Hope that it's not a problem for neighbors and their dogs barking and stuff. It's just to make a comment about that, Lamau. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to change the audio settings, to be honest, to change the input sensitivity like I can on Discord easily. But anyways, your tolerance is appreciated. Alright. So I got a large quantity of tin. Not enough to make a full set of armor, but maybe a breastplate and some greaves, which will increase my defense significantly. Not a lot, but significantly. Oh, well, actually, time out. What we got here, 40? Yeah, it's not quite enough. 16. 20. Yeah, still got plenty left to go. Okay. Just got a lot to say and no worries. Yeah. That's true. Okay, the merchant has moved in. Christian? I guess it's Christian. Nice. Christian with a K. Kind of bougie, I think. I don't know. I really don't know. Sweet at the chateau. Man, I'm trying to get it back though. Right. White rooms, let's go. Please, baby, talk slow. Touring every time that I shoot, I'm scoring, baby. What's he mean to you? What's he really mean to you? I don't give a fuck, girl. Come and swoop you up, baby. I could change your whole damn life in a day. Why would you wait on a train that's never coming, girl? I can give you double, baby. Why would you wait? Why would you wait? Man, it's never grow. Mirror in the kitchen, it's ironic and specific. Can't say they never saw themselves starting up problems with addiction. I wish you the best, but you already had it. Oh, that's actually good. Perfect for what I want to do to start a tin brick house. Okay, so let's do it in between the stone and the wood. Yeah, interesting. It looks like there's a crit chance for knockback too. Not every knockback is the same. Interesting. Already had it, babe. Let's see what kind of floor I can make. Not enough clay to make bricks. Rip. Wood floor? Wood floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh god, Jan, you poor baby. How do you sleep with yourself at night? How do you cope with it? How do you sleep with yourself at night? I did not count, but I'm guessing there's 6 blocks there. So it takes 9 on the floor. And 3 for the door, and then 1 for the tin setting the spot. So it takes 9 floor, 7 wall, and then, you know, the top as well. So let's go up 1, 2, and 3. It would make 6, so 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops. 1. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. X and O's and another nom ghost. Alright. Alright, yep, that's the walls. Gotta do the ceiling. Oh, wow. See that right there? That's what I'm talking about. This is crazy. I don't even feel bad killing that bunny whenever this guy does almost half my health with 1 zombie arm at a more significant range than just, you know, a regular zombie. That one had a chance of dropping a zombie arm, which is better than my unhappy tin broadsword, apparently. Wow. Alright, well, apparently I need stone. But I do have a lot of money, so the merchant can help. Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, to be fair, this is an expert world, which increases the damage values significantly, but that's what I like to do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, could have bought an anvil from this merchant. That's what I was talking about earlier. But what I do need is a piggy bank and a bug net. The piggy bank will be good for storing my money whenever I'm around. So if I put it right there, and then, for example, put 1 gold, 1 copper, and 1 silver coin in it, making it a chest that has those quick stacked nearby chests will make it to where it just goes in there. So anytime I'm back home, I can just drop off my money. Oh, and it looks like daytime came because the demon eye just left. So that's nice. What I'm thinking is it's time to go get more stone, explore that cave, and yeah, also the bug net. Sorry, I got sidetracked. The bug net can get like this right here, for example. There's just a firefly you might barely be able to see. I can use this bait if I have a fishing pole. I never said I'd lie and wait forever. If I died, we'd be together. I can't always just forget her, but she could try at the end of the world. Yeah, I'm just spreading out the sunflowers on my world so I run faster naturally. Because they all have an AoE, but, you know, it's just wasting if it's just 5 of them in one spot. I don't think it stacks like that. Could be wrong. A time whenever starfall brought you to tears again. We are. I don't know where that shade wood came from, but I'll take it. The spider is spooking me. I gotta be careful. See, all of this is infected stone blocks. That's just crimstone blocks, but if I were to have purification powder from the dryad, I could turn it into just regular stone blocks like this right here. I've got a world where I've done that to almost all of, if not all of this, all the blocks in the world, because I just want to get the most rare achievement for this game, which is to purify a world completely. And the problem with that is you also have to destroy altars to completely purify the world. And to destroy those altars, you have to have entered hard mode. And once you've entered hard mode, all of the crimson or corruption in the world will start to spread. And I gotta, you know, I have to execute that idea instead of just like willy-nilly going for it. Or else I will have ruined all of the progress I've made on that world. How long did it take you to do that in the world so far? I'd say like 5 to 10 hours probably for that one world. I don't really know for sure. See these hearts right here, those will give me something interesting, very useful. If I can get to them without dying, yeah, but also I don't know, you can use hammers or bombs to destroy them, but also like, you know, thematically, like that's kind of spooky, but it is just a game, so I'm not as worried about that. Okay, so I haven't checked what's in this chest, but that's just because I want to make this a house that's hospitable, because I guess the demolitionist would be, you know, wanting to destroy those, since that's one of the ways to do it, is to use bombs. I don't know. It's just an idea. Okay. So I'm going to make a, I guess, shadewood workbench, and I guess shadewood chair. And is there a shadewood background? I guess not. I want to see if it takes from the shade wood, though. It doesn't. Oh, well. Anyways, I was just curious about that. I don't know how many I need, but I am going to make a shade wood door as well. Okay. And that's it. I can no longer make the light source out of shade wood. That's okay. Yeah, I can't get in there like that, so I gotta do that. Alright, what's in here? Rash Band of Regeneration. That's alright. I think the bombs, honestly, are what I'm most interested in there. Maybe the platinum or tungsten. It's silver. Silver bars. I guess I could just make a unique light source. The only one I really got's pink or tiki. I don't really know. I guess I'll just do a tiki torch outside and a regular torch inside. That's my thought process. Anyways, I got some stone out of that, which can help with the tin bricks. Did I get any tin, though? Yeah, I got a few tin. Alright, back we go. So, next, I'm going to use that stone and tin to make a roof. I guess I should do a background, though. Maybe I could do a background of a different type. Okay. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How many backgrounds can I make with 1? So 4 times 8. 32. That's not enough for the whole building. I guess I could just go look for more. 10 probably will work. I think there's something left, maybe. So when I say this shit, I don't mean it passive aggressively. I'm trying to lock you up, girl. Telling me she hotter than wings without the celery. I know it's kind of crazy to love. Turned us to enemies and chasing after you, but you always a step ahead of me. That's why you give me heartbreak. I try to play it off sometimes, but you always got me going out my mind when you call me. 'Cause you keep on ringing me just to keep bringing me down. Heartbreak. 'Cause you keep on ringing me just to keep bringing me down. Heartbreak. Let's do something that's... Oh, that was spooky. I was worried I would get hit by it. Anyways, that's more tin, significantly more tin. So I'm gonna use this rope to get out of here and be able to just rope out of there instead of what I was doing. And then a few bombs will probably do the trick. Okay, well, let's get going. Alright. I've been working hard to get this paper. If you ain't been with me from the start, then see you later. I just throw my middle fingers up to all my haters. You know we doing... Oh, face monster. Watch out. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but it is something I have to consider. Bop, bop, bop. Ah, oh, goddamn. I'm going to be the man. Okay, he's stuck in there. I'm not worried anymore. Actually, in fact, I might have to say goodbye to this guy, which is perfectly fine by me. I just think, yeah, that was a good throw. Okay, what I wanted to do is just also take some of the tin ore out. Okay, anyways. Damn, if you will, maybe I might stick around for another round. Get a little money coming down. Pour the motherfucking liquor out. Never ever really had a doubt that you were a freak. And you know from me that we roll like one pot with 2-piece. Oh, goddamn hoodie. All my friends think I got money now. And their girlfriends think that I'm funny now. It's like all they ever talk about. You knew me then, but you don't know me now. Oh. Something's changed in everyone. I thought this was meant to be fun. I'm fed up, now I'm moving on. You stay home saying what you want. It don't mean nothing to me. I am concerned about this blood crawler. Just saying. I guess I'll just make a workbench. 2 doors. Remember when you said that I'm your better half? Sometimes I wish we could go back to that. And I was like, oh. See, the funny thing is, even though there's no backgrounds up there, I've tried this before, and they'll still move in. At least I think. Let's find out. See, it's suitable. That's crazy to me. Like, why are... I don't know. I guess I'll leave it like that. I don't know. Oh, he's over there. He's going to help me with this face monster, I guess. I need to make more arrows. When I think about all the time I wasted with you, that made me mad. Mad. Probably should have known that I'd never get the approval of your dad. Dad. Oh, lol, really? The demolitionist helping me with the blood crawl you just tried? He threw a grenade. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, to be honest. Let's do it all again. When I think about you, the madness, it multiplies. If time is money, I guess that time would be overpriced. Always fight, cursing me out like it's poltergeist. We making out and it's no surprise. In my living room, you're so in line. This guy seems stuck. I guess I could just throw a bomb in there. It's just awkward. I don't like filling in. Oh, wait. Time out. Dirt bomb. Oh, God. He's in there. I wonder what happens. I won't try it. I'll do it over here. I don't use dirt bombs very often, but they're made to fill in spaces. I don't remember now. I'm out. Nice. Well, there's a dirt bomb for you. Now you know. That's how that works. I don't use those very often. I just think they're funny that they exist. Oh, there's gold and oh god, another blood crawler. Not excited. Free gold though. I got a lot of tin. I'm gonna try and make some more armor. Like, ooh, my senorita. Ooh, baby, you like it raw. Make me stand up like a round of applause. And take it all off. The price of admission was worth the cost. And nowadays I'm feeling like a boss, yeah, every time I make a sale. So Michael Scott, cause I always leave a paper trail. I am on a mission to succeed. I'ma take you there. We ain't getting married, but everything that I make we share. I wanna know if you're down to come home with me, yeah. With me, yeah. Take it slow, throw your clothes on the floor, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Can you do it over me? Well, since I have them, I'm going to use the tin that's left to make it look, I don't know, like it's got something going on around the edges. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Everything we made yourself a bed at the bottom of the blackest hole. Sleep till May. You say that you don't wanna see the sun anymore. I feel awkward having an inventory that's this full and unorganized, but the quick organization button is something that I think Minecraft is like trying, I guess. Like at least my friends in our server are making like auto sorters and stuff, which I can't or haven't tried to wrap my head around. But you know, it's a cool concept. All that being said, I'm taking an archery potion, going into the jungle, and I'm taking some swiftness potion and a recall potion on my hotbar so I can go fast. It is. Yeah. Like, oh gosh. Okay, I'm safe, but still, that was concerning. Oh, there's the boomerang, and I got the thingy. I may as well enchant it. Oh gosh. Honestly though, I am not feeling this at the moment. I'm just gonna dip. Okay, let's see what we got. Gold chest in this house, I think, because it's just, you know, it's a tin house. It looks slightly shinier. And then I think this will be like my valuables chest. Okay, yeah, let's see here. Demonic enchanted boomerang. See? Significantly more damage. Fun fact about boomerangs, they are melee. Interesting, huh? Wood helmet. Going in the trash because it has no value. Let's see? No value. Cobwebs I can use to make string for yo-yos. Rope, not super important. Statues can be important, but I like putting them out just to make them, I don't know, displayable, but I guess I'll put them in here because it's a different type of valuable now. Dude, this guy is destroying this zombie. Nice. Wood platform, or at least that one's gonna go. I'm gonna use these for the jungle. I'm gonna try and get to the ocean so I can get the angler, so I can maybe fish more. Sorry, I didn't see it because I was dealing with finding a spider in the bed and killing it. Spider. Spider. Crazy, there was a spider conversation at work today. Crazy. Spiders are crazy. Oh, wait, time out. Butterfly. Zebra swallowtail butterfly. Nice. Okay, well, if I... Do I have enough iron? Time out. I'm going to check something out. I don't have enough iron for what I was hoping for. Was there? Lamau? Yes. I just had to do with, like, you know... That was today, I think. Like, because humans respect spiders more than they respect, like, you know, roaches or ants or beetles or something. But, you know, is I don't know, maybe because we don't have 8 legs and 8 eyes or whatever. I don't know. Just, that's my theory or something. I still have swiftness on. I'm going to go fast. I'm going to go to the jungle. Okay. I'm going to throw the sunflower up down here. Somewhere. Maybe. There we go. And it glows in the dark. That's another nice thing. The enchanted boomerang. Alright. Let's see if these jungle bats are as annoying as they were last time. Another thing I need to do is if I find a gravitation potion, I have to use it. And hopefully find an anti-fall damage item that shows up in one of the chests that appears at a floating island, which is very useful. Oh, see, that right there is why I don't. 2 hits. And the invincibility frames in this game aren't very long, so... Yeah, Boomerang's awesome, but moving my eyes across the screen is spooky. This game messes with me. Like, the first boss usually fights the Eye of Cthulhu. If you're in a corruption world, you also fight the Brain of Cthulhu. Or, I had that backwards. If you're in a crimson world, you fight the Brain of Cthulhu. If you're in the corruption world, I think it's the Eater of Souls is the main enemies of the corruption world, which float around. But they only have the float around creatures, whereas the Crimson World has like face monsters, blood crawlers, and like some crim prefix enemy that floats like the Eater of Souls. But yeah, I'm more used to the red Crimson worlds than the purple corruption worlds for sure. Now I've got 3 manas, which means if I find or make magic items, I'll be slightly more prepared. This is going to be my valuables chest, which is to say ores and bars at the moment. Lose yourself to dance. Come on, 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 come on. Come on, 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 come on. It's a Daft Punk song. Lose yourself to dance. Oh, watch out for the zombie guy with the zombie arm. One of the things that this game, I think, makes me struggle with is the fight or flight response, being the fight is like click or hold down click, whereas the flight is search for the recall potion or magic mirror, which does the same thing. And if I have the I'm about to die vibe, I'm gonna start using the recall. But often that leads to me spending too much time looking and dying when I could have fought and survived. I think a lot of being good at this game is just knowing when to pack your bags and go, or else just, you know, escape, essentially. Like right now I'm feeling like the recall might be it, but I don't know what's down here. This place is often more dangerous than where I was just at anyways, so I might just sit down here and, oh god, I'm seeing stuff that is sparking my greed centers. It's the tin mostly. I don't know why. I've got a full set and oh, there's a zombie. I can deal with a zombie. I usually run away from everything. Well, you know, this game's like fight or die. That's what I like about it, whereas Minecraft's more creative. And like this kind of tunnel right here is perfect for my boomerang, but if I'm out in the open, there's too many options, you know. It's not, I don't even have a blood moon going on right now. I don't know what these spawn rates are for. That's crazy. That is the most zombies I've seen on a non-blood moon, I think, ever. I'm just chilling right now. I don't know. This is, I guess, a gold farm or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be swarmed in such a way that I can't evade, because this is a melee weapon to the extent that, like, the closer they are, the more I can click a button and get them away from me, and it has a really high knockback anyways. Yeah, this is abnormal, so thanks for experiencing this with me, because I don't know what's going on right now. One problem is that sometimes I don't be hitting the enemy when I'm clicking, you know, because they can hit the wall and come back to me, and that's significant time wasted. This is crazy. Yes, of course. Okay. There's a lot of different variants, but I think the most useful variants of enemies is the early game availability of like splunker potions or gold or stuff like that that slimes bring to you. I don't know what is going on. This is just the strangest to me. Well, now at least I think the Daft Punk shakeup is over. Yeah, I'm hearing To Pimp a Butterfly now by Kendrick Lamar. Oh, I have gotten a shackle, and I've gotten to the point in my Terraria game where I feel like, even though it gives me one defense, putting the shackle on is like, why am I doing that to myself? Oh god, speaking of which, what is this guy? Antlion and Swarmer? I'm not even dealing with this. I'm not, yeah. Those guys are crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this shackle. Basden, more like Dasbin, am I right? Christian, more like Jan, more, never mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think is that I know what I should do. Day bloom. I should get iron skin potions going. I'm glad you know what I'm saying. I've started doing that because I have been watching Queso with Savannah, and sometimes he'll go. The thing about the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like talking to chat, and it's so funny to me because you know that there's a lot of variants where that could be pretty funny. Anyways, I'm just getting some sand so I can make them into glass so that I can make what just damaged me. Oh, sand. I'm being a goober. Sand falling on you can deal damage to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those heuristics where people can absolutely say, I know what you're saying, and just not. And, like, where's the downside for them to say that? So, I think that's enough for me. Kate does shit like that to me all the time. So many applicable memes. I like to imagine I've got a good responsive nature, but sometimes I be saying, you know what I'm saying? Instead of whatever else I could be saying. Okay, so glass is what I was doing. Bottles. I could use this as decoration. Wine glass. Let's put the wine glass on the Christian's table. I do that too. Can't fill it up in this game, I guess. So, hey, yeah, see, I can put star in a bottle, which increases mana regen when placed nearby, but I don't know, other than decoration, what happens when you put a swallowtail, what was it, swallowtail, zebra swallowtail butterfly in a jar. Seems kind of niche, a little niche, if you will. So I gotta find a body of water, and I guess down there, or down there, I'm gonna go to the jungle, because I can fill the bottle up with water, which heals 20 health. By the way, there's this awesome achievement in this game called something, I don't remember, it's got a funny name, something along the lines of an unorthodox strategy, but at least you tried, and it has to do with drinking a bottle of water at the bottom of like a body of water where you're drowning, like right before you're about to die. It's like one of those 2% of the players who played this game have it, and I enjoyed, you know, getting that. If these walls could talk. Right, crass, gold lives inside. And yeah, that boomerang thrown into the air was kind of dangerous. Like, it's hard to switch to the next weapon because it wasn't able to be thrown if it's already out in the air like that. And that jungle bat could have messed me up. Well, love that. I'd love to get achievements like that. Yeah, I like rare achievements. But some games have an interesting, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Array of game, like, achievements that have interesting, like, global percentages. Like, I've been playing a game called I Divine Cybermancy, where the most acquired achievement is like 60%, and it's quote unquote kill a harmless animal. It's really sad, but I accidentally got that achievement, so like maybe it's not actually that sad that the most amount of people have it, you know, like maybe they also have been playing the game that same way, and it's just accidents happen more often than achievements, right? Not necessarily, but you know what I mean. And then there's this other game called Pathologic, where the first achievement, the most acquired achievement, is I'm not dead, and it's like, you know, 10% of people have gotten that one, and it's just like, because that game's super difficult, and you survive a day, which takes like 20 hours of real life time to have done that. Oh my god. dark as the midnight hour or bright as the morning sun. Give a fuck about your complexion. I know what the German's done. Sneak dissing. Sneak me through the back window. I'm a good field nigga. I make a flower for her out of cotton just to chill with you. You know I go the distance. You know I'm 10 toes down even if massa listening. About to mention complexion. Walk my levee down valley deep. And then there's these guys here, snatchers, which I thought were called creepers, who what they do is sometimes they drop vines, and those vines here, I gotta build a platform to do this. Those vines can help you make something called the seedler, I believe, and the seedler is a component for one of the best pre-hard mode weapons called the Terra Blade. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. Anyways, it's a thing which is rare, which makes it valuable. Gotta worry about the snatcher, but not too much. Yeah, the smart cursor is kind of difficult to use in this game. Okay, Toucan Sam over there just got messed up. Rest in peace. Okay, I'm thinking it's time to take out that guy. Okay, yeah, this guy can chill. He's not hurting me right now. Bottles and bitches. One time, it's unforgiving. You even FaceTime instead of a hospital visit. Oh yeah, I came here for water. That's probably what my brain is on right now. So I have to have an empty bottle on a table to make potions. So I've often made the mistake of pulling out the bottle of water, holding down the create bottle of water button in my inventory when at a body of water, and then I get back and I can't make the potion. I have to go run out to water again because, you know, I wanted to be making potions, but I forgot to put the empty glass on the table before I left, or, you know, made the bottles of water. I forgot you were going to get water. Yeah. That was the main reason I left, but not why I left, if that makes sense. I was thinking angler, because fishing can be fun in this game. Because it's got quite a large variety of things you can get that way. Like, you can find crates, which are like essentially loot boxes, but you know. I'm getting concerned by this jungle slime. It is essentially gambling, but you know, a lot of things are. I'm getting worried, so pressing H heals me, so that's what I was gonna go for. Okay. Another boomerang! Nice, which I think is not a big deal, but yeah, see, that one's... I am going to end up selling that for sure. It's worth like a gold or something, so there's that. I am not going to stick around. I am going to continue to the ocean, ideally. Okay. The thing that is interesting about this game is I don't think... Okay, yeah, platforms can't be placed just anywhere, but they can be placed on top of other platforms, so you can just place one at the bottom and just keep climbing up. It is kind of dangerous because of fall damage, but that's how I make arenas, or how Connor taught me to make arenas for bosses like the Eye of Cthulhu or like Plantera or something. A rash aglet, that'll help me make the Spectre boots, I think, later. I think Spectre. Oh god, I am very danger. I am danger. I am become danger. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else to do down there. I have a habit of pressing escape when I could just look at my hotbar and potentially have something there. I'm gonna go ahead and use the iron skin and the swiftness. I feel like they're being wasted and taking up space if they are not used. Did I say, oh, I'm seen by a few like a unicorn. Get my swagger right like a dolomite. All around to the kids like it's Vegemite. Get the proper etiquette. Bitch, you from Connecticut. I'ma try to modify the subject like a predicate. I'm not the best rapper, but I'm better than you. You with the bit pickle like your name is Stew. I'm a sick boy, that's just how we do. Even your name's a game like your DJ Clue. I'm strange like love. I wear hot pink cause it fit like glove. On the eyes, I'm hard on a hater. My hoodie lightsaber like a Darth Vader. Niggas so sick, need an entourage quick so you can hug it out, bitch. So fresh. Uh-oh. Concerned. It's okay. They're blue slimes. I'm still not far. Like, I haven't played this for a day's worth of gameplay, so blue slimes still I think of as threats to some extent. Even if they're not. I don't see a water chest, so while I do have to worry about drowning, I'm not going to stay down there. Got what you need. I got what you need. I got what you need. I got what I need. Oh. Nice, I've made it to the ocean. Let's see if the sleeping angler is here. I'm gonna start making him a house one way or another. Because I think he can just show up anyway, so. Usually floats in on the tide. Or is just sleeping on the shore. Should I make him a house out of a shell pile? Which I'm pretty sure I can do. The thing is, though, it might be like sand where it just falls. So I might be wrong about that. Yeah, it is. It is. Do it. Okay. Do have to make some of it out of wood, though, so that it can hold up the other bit, like the ceiling. There he is! He doesn't have a name until you until you talk to him. Crazy how that works. Alright, well, let me make a little spot for his house before he rolls in on the tide. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by Alabama, University of Alabama. The tide rolling is just how it goes. Sometimes it's just unrelated. Okay, I guess I can go ahead and start the stair step. Lightning whelk shell. I still don't understand why they exist the way they are. There we go. Okay. So, shell pile is going to be... It's probably like 7. Let's just make it 10 just in case. 8, 9. Okay, next. I got a little bit of palm wood. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's 7. So what I gotta do is 1, 2, 3. And then make the rest shell pile so it doesn't fall. Okay, so that's it. And then let's just do an extra one and then make it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think is what is appropriate here. Okay. And next, we're gonna do something like this. Okay, so getting only tiny bit annoyed by the potential knockback of these green slimes. Wow, he is a heavy sleeper. Anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it a fourth. Bambino, boy thriller, king of fly rappers, the ain't none illa. Colors like gullies. If you don't know me by now, you's a dummy. It just turned 30. I got a bad reputation. Around always mad reputation. Leave a pretty girl sad reputation. Start a fight club Brad reputation. Okay, there we go. The basis for the house has started. And next, we gotta make a palm wood door. Okay, gotta chop down another tree for some background. The things you like. Let me show you right now before you give it up. 'Cause what we need. It may not be what we want. Hurry up with my damn croissants. I'm in it. He's swamming. I only just now saw that. A zombie isn't even called a zombie with a zombie arm because it's just a zombie. Some zombies be decrepit though, so like you don't call them a zombie without an arm, do you? I don't know. Nice. Okay. Hey you. Okay, well I don't actually have my house yet because he doesn't have his stool, which is what a palm wood chair is apparently, by the way. I'm just gonna chill for a second. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Kira. I'm gonna be honest. A big yard. A big yard. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Time to wake this man up. Let's go. Colors like gullies. Okay. Hello? Oh, God. Oh, hello? Oh, God, he said something different. We'll never know. I won't ever know. I won't know currently. Could have been somebody. Had to tell somebody. Okay, there we go. Danny! Danny wants you to be the official new to the game errand monkey. Caught in the caverns. Yeah, I'm not going to do that probably. But anyways. Yeah, I don't have the iron for that yet. Okay. Well, it's okay. I also don't know anymore. Yes, I do. I feel the same way right now. I don't know. I could put a jungle torch to add some vibes, but the jungle's significantly far away from the ocean area over here. He knows this is his home, right? What? Get out of there. What is the guide doing over there? This is obviously the place that what? Anyways, you know what? Honestly, I'd rather have him nearer at home anyways, and I kind of know what I'm doing, so the guide didn't like his house. Anyways, this is not valid housing. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. Why is it not a valid house? Oh, it's missing a wall? No, because it's too short, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. You should have loved it. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to make another house. This is just baby's first house anyways. I'm just gonna make something else, I guess. Okay. I gotta figure it out, but as of right now, Should I make a glass house so that he can't throw stones in it? The fisherman? Of course. If I knew what I knew in the past, I would have been blacked out on your ass. Let's see. Did I put sand away? I did put sand away. It's time to make some glass. Yeah, do it. Okay. What I gotta do is get to a furnace. That's what I was doing wrong. Is that what I'm doing wrong? There it is. Sometimes I just don't be seeing it in the mess. In Minecraft, I had a sword named Dragon's Mess and a sword named a birdcage's blade. And I recently combined them together at a disenchant and repair node, whatever you call them. And it took away the enchantment, which was knockback 1 off of a birdcage's blade, but it remained the name a birdcage's blade. It was interesting. Yeah, the Dragon's Mess item was about to die anyway, so. Okay. That's definitely enough, right? I also want to do a background. Where the background at? There we go. Alright, this glass house is about to go crazy. It's just the memories that you have. Alright, sand floor. Alright, there's 9. Love the names. Nice, and my first banner! Air horn sound. Wah, wah, wah. That makes it to where I do more damage to zombies. Honestly, my end game worlds have like the entire list, you know, like a whole bunch of enemies on that list. It's kind of a funny debuff to pull up sometimes. Okay. Let's see here. All right. You know. 1, 2, 3. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7. I even fear the ladies. They're cool, but twice as crazy. Just as bad for coming on to her. It's never gonna work. Each time she bats an eyelash, somebody's grabbing her ass. One keeps coming on to her. Somebody's getting hurt. And I'm never gonna win. This life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. What you want. Alright, so jungle? Should I make it jungle? I probably won't. I don't have any gemstones, so why not? I don't know what matters. Moving on. That's, I guess, for the angler. Can I wait? Time out. Who lives where? Where did he just? What are you doing in? Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm gonna make the guide's house. Not valid. Good. No. This game's crazy. This place is crazy. Okay. So next, I'm going to put away some, let's say, flowery type stuff in there. So Moonglow, Blinker, Daybloom. This is like the solid, like non-biotic, like flowers of the ocean, right? Okay. Anywho, let's just I was gonna put potions in a specific one. Let's just put potions over here. Might use that mining potion, but nonetheless. But yeah, empty bottle. Let's do this. Can I make anything? I need iron, right? For an iron skin potion if I were to. I can't do it. I have the bar, but I need the ore. Anyways. Also, I think it's kind of funny that I can smack the bottle with a pickaxe and it's just not shattered or whatever, you know? And then, I guess what I should do right now probably is go out and find some iron so I can make a reinforced fishing pole so I can... And I mean, I could use a wood fishing pole, but I feel like the extra 10% fishing power might be important. I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing out on the irony. Did I ever sell? I did not. Let's find... I often wonder if it matters who I sell what to. So, let's just say Dasbin over here. Dasbin probably wants this enchanted bow, right? And boomerang, rather. Let's drop some other stuff. I don't really feel like I need the wood hammer, although 12 copper is like insignificant or whatever. Crazy, I can sell a firefly for more than a lot of things. A lot of things I wouldn't expect to be less expensive. Okay. Mana crystals always, just in case I find a magic weapon. That'd be good. You got on to me. I got caught up in favorable slavery. Was it wrong? Was it wrong? Guess it wasn't really right. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Okay. Now I spend a lot of time organizing stuff, and I think that's more for my brain than anything. Honestly, I feel like I should have just thrown that bomb. It would have been an accident, but nonetheless, I was spooked. Okay. I feel like I probably can't sell cactus. I can sell cactus. It just seems like it wouldn't work because I can't sell wood, and you know you have to use an axe to get cactus, so it's like wood. All right. I think what I should do now, I have the bombs for it. I'm going to try my best to acquire... Oh, there's an angry dandelion here. What is going on there? So weird. It's a weird random spawn, and I don't understand why it is the way it is. Like, it doesn't have any good rare drops. It just sometimes does damage. Like, I know I could be getting iron for the bow, but I want to see if I could potentially get the Undertaker, the musket weapon. Like, it's not a musket. That's the counterpart I'm thinking of in the corruption. The musket and the Undertaker are the first guns you can get in the game. So, to get the arms dealer to move in, you have to have some sort of ammo, I think, or maybe weapon, gun. So... the easiest, the only way to do that, I think, is to hammer or bomb one of these spots right here, which is, that's what I'm about to do. And it's possible I don't get what I'm hoping for, but no matter what I get, it's going to be way better than what I have currently in terms of game progression. Yeah, they come behind you. Try to stay alive. Oh, so glad we met you. We're eating you for profit. Me too. Let's see here if I mentally think for it. There's the Rotted Fork. There's the Crimson Rod. There's the Undertaker. I don't know what other... There might be a yo-yo. I don't think so, but it's possible. Undertaker it is. Oh, that would have been a fall damage. Excuse me. And scene. Okay. Let's get the gun. It's a murderous one, of course. It's a gun. Yeah, I guess that's it for this little portion of... Thank you. Thank you, Kira. I feel blessed already. Let's see what we got here. So there's some emerald here, which if I had 15, I could make a hook, which is super nice. Kind of wish I had some, what's it called? Glow sticks. They can be thrown to see what's on the outer radius area. Perimeter? Yeah, the perimeter of the screen, essentially. Swear to God, I thought I just saw a murderous sand block. Because I have absolutely died to sand multiple times in this game, for sure. Topaz! I think that's it. There's one more. Right? Yeah. Okay. There's even one more! What a time to be alive. Okay. Hey, there's a hoplite. There's a dart trap. I am not interested in where I currently am. I'm going back up. Okay. I don't honestly know, other than just searching for heart crystals, what I should be doing next. Maybe the merchant's house could lead to another tunnel, so let's do one of these. Yeah, a better pickaxe would be nice, but I don't know how many of any particular ore I need. Yeah, I don't have enough silver, which I think would be the next best one. And the tin is like barely better, so I'm chilling. Yeah, Nick put on his binoculars today at work, and I giggled, and he was like, people be laughing when I put on my binoculars. And I don't know why. There's binoculars in this game, by the way, which helps you look like further in the distance. And I said, binoculars seems like a good name for a song. And he's like, I don't know how to tell you this, Tom, but you make music. You could make that song. I don't remember what I said to that, but it was one of those concepts where I'm like, I wish I didn't think of that as like work, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's right. The most recent songs that I've made are named some weird stuff. I don't know how weird, but to me it's weird. And I'm the one who named them. I don't know if they were speaking to me or if I was talking at them, you know. One of them is even in Spanish. I used Google Translate, so like, I don't know. That's barely legit or natural. I don't know. What are they named? I'd have to check, and I'm willing to, but I'm just gonna, you know, warn that I am pausing the gameplay for that. Also, I might not be able to hear my music for a second, which isn't your problem, but, you know. I'm opening the digital audio workshop I use so I can check. Honestly, don't know if I'll even... don't know if I'll be able to find it easily. No, it did not mess with my audio. Ah, yes. Let's see here. An aria for the Hymn of Lullabies. That's one of them. The other is HM01 cut from Pokemon. And then instantaneously polysyllabic in Spanish, which is apparently, according to Google, instantaneamente polysyllabico. I pronounced that terribly. Polysyllabio. Polysyllabiaco. Maybe. Biaco? I don't know. Anyways, instantaneously polysyllabic in Spanish. Moving on. Down, 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 down we go. So when I was in school, high school, I think, I read a book called Invisible Man. Not like The Invisible Man. Those are like two separate books. Mine had to do with like race and like what it's like to be black, I believe. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I read it. And it had to do with like this guy who may have been on drugs or maybe not, but he was like falling through the music and, you know, feeling the layers of it. And I vibed with that before I even made music. I don't know how to pronounce that, but very interesting names. I can't even pronounce English words, lol. Well, I think you can, at least sometimes, Kira. Good job. Very proud. That's more than, you know, foreigners could say. So I'm not doing what I feel like I have always previously done in Terraria, which is making a quote-unquote elevator. It's just digging straight down vertically, just in like, you know, a 3 wide tunnel or maybe 2 wide tunnel. It's just like, it seems kind of boring at this point. If you find the book, let me know. I might try and read it. I try my best, thank you. Hell yeah. It's been so long since I read that one. I remember reading it in AP Literacy, I think. Could be so wrong. I don't know. It wasn't like... Yeah, I think what it was is whatever class I was in, they were like, okay, you have to read a book over the course of however long. And I chose that one. And I was just, you know, that was that. The rest is history. It's called The Invisible Man, or is it something else? It is called Invisible Man, I believe, and there's a separate, also famous book called The Invisible Man. I think that's what makes it confusing. Pulling up on some iron. Let's see. What was I gonna do with this iron? Fish? Maybe. I think this is the point where I start tunneling to the left now because I don't want to run into that underground sand biome. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. I just saw... Oh, wait, no, never mind. Once again, I am going only slightly crazy. I saw a horrible chill goes down your spine, and in my brain, I was like, oh, I missed the warning for the Eye of Cthulhu random jump scare boss battle. It was really just what happens whenever I destroyed the heart item thingy earlier. I guess a background block. King Quibo himself, Cast Snow of Trapland, is playing Project Zomboid with the boys, as a lot of them are. It's 610 pages. I think that's a different one. Maybe I read The Invisible Man, because I feel like mine was only like 200 pages, the one I read. Maybe. I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, yeah, something to bring for light, different light. It's gonna be alright. Call my name, my name, my name. Oh yeah, I read The Invisible Man. Wow, incredible. Thank you for looking up for me. I gotta take it on the other side. Take it on the other side. Take it on. Take it on. Right on. I'm going to be honest, this is not a speed run. I've been doing this for almost 2 hours, and I am progressing fairly slowly compared to how I have previously. I'm okay with this because I enjoy the game, but I am not exploring all of the many, many aspects that make this game awesome. Just saying. Always trying to find new books. Nice. I also think books are pretty great. I have a hard time investing myself in them if it's not like for that project that was me reading every single day. But I don't know. Like, I don't read whenever I'm in my free time, but whenever I read back then, I thought of it less as like I had to do it, and it was something that I chose to do every single day. And I mean, I could be wrong, you know, we do live in a society. So maybe it was suggested to me and I just, you know, took the bait. I don't know. It was so long ago, and I did start with Lord of the Rings. I moved on to Percy Jackson. And then I moved on to the Maze Runner books. And then I moved on. Might be missing something. No, I'm not. Yeah, and then I tried the Maze Runner books, and then I moved on to Harry Potter, and that's when I got struck by Pottermore. You loved the Maze Runner series too? Nice. I was very invested, seeing as I was also named Thomas. That was the hook for me. Yeah, Maze Runner was so good. I'm gonna be honest, whenever I heard about that guy who was or wasn't applying, I don't know, maybe just a neighbor to the business named Jorge, immediately my brain was like, Scorch Trials, Scorch Trials. Where's Brenda? You know. Funny. That and the Hunger Games series were all I could think about in middle school. Nice. I didn't read a lot of or any of the Hunger Games. I had a math teacher in 5th grade. This is how it works in our school, right? In 5th grade back then, we had 3 teachers instead of just the one that we had previously. Like 4th grade, we had only 1 teacher. 3rd grade, only 1 teacher. But 5th grade, 3 teachers. I had a math teacher, and I had a science teacher that were separate from who would have been a social studies teacher for my peers. So Mrs. Killingsworth, Mrs. Youngblood, and Mrs. Bickle. Mrs. Bickle was my teacher. Most of my friends, it seemed, were in Killingsworth. Like Curtis, for example, was in Killingsworth. Just got hurt by sand. And yeah, Killingsworth, apparently with her class, read The Hunger Games, and they were really invested in that. I, on the other hand, broke a computer in Mrs. Killingsworth's class, like at least a monitor. I remember like doing something while reading, and I accidentally just broke the computer monitor. Like I yanked a cord or something on accident, 100% accident, and it just went flying, and I like freaked out. I was like traumatized by it. Yeah, rest in peace, Mrs. Killingsworth's class and the monitor I destroyed on accident. I don't know if it like was destroyed, but I didn't have any concept of what electronics were like back then. Rip. I'd be traumatized as well, Lamau. My friends are playing CSGO. Honestly, don't know what I'd say if they asked if I wanted to play, because I like Terraria a lot, and I have someone invested in the audience, so I don't know if I could say that I would join, but at the same time, I do enjoy playing CSGO with my friends, even if it can absolutely be a downer Oh my god, can it be a downer sometimes? Granted, we almost always lose, and we still almost always have fun, but, you know, if we got too invested, it would be less fun for sure. This has been a very dry run of diagonal mining. If you want, that's totally fine. I might go to bed soon anyways. That's kind of what I was expecting. I don't know if they'll invite me, and that's also fine too. I'll be doing this either way, honestly. I will be more likely to stop if nobody's watching, but I do think of the VODs still being as valid to watch, so somebody, you know, is invested in, what is this guy again? Re-OG, because, you know, I'm OG, I'm new to the game. Then yeah, you know, maybe I'll keep going. I'll be good about a weekend. That's where I'm at anyways. Honestly, I feel the most free at Saturday at, you know, almost midnight these days anyways. We going out tonight. Yeah, we going out tonight. Fuck it. We going out tonight. I'm on Mac Miller's Good AM album, Shake Up. Fucking love this album. It does have some of those quotes that are really cringy to me, like, give the bitch a little bit of game sheets, some change in an arcade, or whatever, you know. It's a little cringy to me, but it's still a good album. Still enjoy it a lot. Bless her with some grandkids. She could spoil them. Okay, I'm getting these emeralds. I only have 6, so that's not enough to make a hook, but still. I don't know if I've listened to much of Mac Miller. I think I've only listened to him through Nick. Yeah. Mac Miller's a big rip, you know. He makes splashes in my brain for sure, but he only posthumously drops albums these days, right? Like his estate or whatever releases stuff he's made, I guess. Me? I don't know how to feel about all that. For me, Mac Miller, I associate with this guy named Grant Jones. You're not from around here, I'm pretty sure, so I don't think there's a chance you know Grant Jones, but I've thought that before, and it turned out he was banging the lady I was talking to at the time, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I shouldn't say stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, this guy dated my sister for a while, and he lived near Curtis, and I saw him at my other job not too long ago. That's why I'm thinking about him. Yeah. He, fun fact about Grant Jones that I at least heard is that he had a tattoo of a panda on his ass. Fun fact. Looks like they're back to Project Zomboid. And by they, I of course mean old King Casno. King Quebo himself. I need to make this water go down if I'm not going to deal with water for a while. Lamau, a panda. Yes, a panda. I guess. I don't know. I never saw it, although allegedly my friend Curtis definitely saw it while he was in teacher's class, art class. I don't really remember anything else about that story. Oh shit, I wanna cop my whipping cash. On that note, pull up on them folks in all black ghosts like Christmas past. Vicious ass, low-key rich with the same outfit that I did just have. Pardon the smoke, that's just my staff. Alright, well, I am gonna continue this diagonal path cut through Terraria. And what I need is to get more bombs in case there's more water. At least that's how I deal with it. Till my eyelids are closed. But I am the wolf. I'm the poster child. Finesse the lines. Line. I hope some child smoking my fry. They buy. They never lie. Well, it is Please pass it this way. My lord, please send me the bazooka. Bang, 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 bang. No blood on the couch, please. Sorry, I got blood on the couch. Cycles of jail, spending their birthdays inside of a cell. We coming from a long bloodline of trauma. We raised by our mama's love. We gotta heal. The babies as well. Poison the well. I think I have plenty, but apparently I'm going up this way. Okay, I was talking about recall potions. All right, moving on. Oh, that is just something I'm gonna deal with, I guess. It's such a struggle for me. Those slight pauses. I hope a scrawny kid like you isn't all that is standing between us and Cthulhu's eye. What is that supposed to mean? Just kidding, Christian. I think you're probably right to worry. Where's the arms dealer at, dog? I mean, that guy... I guess I haven't made it another house in a while. Okay. Let's put up some of these statues. Let's put up some iron ore. I don't think I'm going to go fishing anytime soon. Let's put the topaz and the emeralds away. Blocks in the blocks chest. I suppose. Oh, wow. Danny. No, Danny. Danny. A slime, Danny. How did you let them do that to you? Danny, no. Anyways. This business shit. There's a story behind that, but I don't know how to express that through blocks, dude. I guess I could do palm wood. Not Danny. Danny's a goober. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright. I could have been using a mining potion that whole time. I must actually be insane. Yeah, bombs. That's what I was doing. I was building a house and thought, like, maybe for the arms dealer, but... Yeah, I could do bricks. Okay. Because I've got regular stone in the ground, and then I could even make crimstone if I wanted to. Hey, Riley, a traveling merchant, that's something. Are you kidding me, Riley? It's okay. I don't know what Riley's got that I need. Besides, I don't have that much money, do I? 9 gold? That's significant. But I'm saving up for the mini shark. Okay. So... Gonna make some... bricks. Should I do crimstone? Let's see here. I'm looking for the gun guy, so that'd be near the crimstone. Oh, let's just do this. Crimstone bricks. I can make 20. Okay, and then regular bricks. Let's just do like 35 or something. All right. So, do I want to do it? Yeah, let's do it in a cave kind of situation. Facing this way so it's not too far. Hey, you got mail. Ted Kaczynski's playing. It's actually not Ted Kaczynski. It could be though. Alright, so moving on. I'm gonna make a little house in the dirt in the what will be stone or crimstone background. We'll see, depending on how much I got. I don't build very many houses in the sides of like mountains or underground, so we're gonna see how much space I need. Also, what kind of platform should I use? I guess stone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get off. Gotta get up early and I'm really sleepy. Alright, good night, Kira. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You the bomb. Say hi to Nick for me, and I love you all, and bye-bye. Thank you very much. I hope some others popped in too. Good night. Bye. Aw, that blue slime got that bunny. Alright, I'm gonna make some stone platform up here. After I make sure that this is the right size for what I was wanting to do. Let's just make it crimstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do one down actually. Still too high. Funny how what I need is just a literal like step stool. Okay. There's an actual step stool in this game. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should have been 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So now I've only got 5. Also, I need to be using a hammer for this. Alright, so I'm going to need a new type of hammer. I'll probably use a tin hammer, because I think that's the only thing I can use to... No, I was breaking dirt earlier with a wood hammer. I thought I couldn't do that. Am I crazy? Don't answer that. Whatever, man. It is what it is. We're moving on. And by we, I mean the proverbial audience of potential. Okay. Beep, boop, bop. Let's go. Oh gosh, I don't know if I actually hate that sensation. Hearing / feeling a pop whenever taking a deep breath in. Anyone else ever experienced that? Like, it's not an actual, like, big pop, but it's like a crack in, like, my vertebrae or something. I don't know, I feel like it's definitely, like, I don't know if, it's like number, like, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that, you know, like, probably like 7, 8, 9 or something. But, you know, like vertebrae start at the brainstem and they go down and they're numbered, and like the ones at the bottom are like, you know, 30 something or whatever, potentially similar to teeth. I don't know. And yeah, I just felt some slight, like between the shoulder blades, maybe a little bit above, type release when taking a deep breath. Now listening to Fortune Days, Shake Up. Drink the Sea is the name of the album. It's by Glitch Mob. The closest, the smallest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That's how that song goes. This song. To never understand. Alright, so 5. It's about 5, right? Nice. That's enough, right? Can I make a... I cannot make a palm wood workbench. That's okay. Oh, wait, I've got 2. Let's do it like this. Boom, boom. And the rest is gray brick. Because that's what I got, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. It's kind of a weird look to it, but that's okay. Let's do something similar, like... Changing my mind here. Okay. It just feels appropriate. And then we'll do like this, and I'll try my best to like orient it like this. and blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay, I'm doing this kind of... Dude, this is reminding me of one of my paints. I don't remember which one, but I have made a project in Paint that is reminding me of what I am doing currently. Rip. Okay, the next bit is going to be gray brick. Okay. Nice. It's kind of goofy looking, but it is what it is. Alright, well, anyways. Gray bricks out of those. I like that you can go back and forth. I meant to do that with the other one. I have to be at a crafting table, apparently, to do that. Alright, well, that's interesting. It's kind of weird. I like it, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. The lighting. The lighting. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to move the workbench because I like the way that looks like that. Alright. And now the palmwood chair again. Here we go. Can you prescribe some drugs for me, man? Come on, dude. I'll split what I get with you. Okay. I swear to God, that guy reminds me of a Stein. Maybe a Berg. Okay. Now, I do feel less inclined to continue the stream because Kira is no longer with us. But I do feel like I could progress. It's just, it is now midnight, and I don't have any viewers, much less. Oh, Darnell's here, though. W. Darnell, keeping me invested. Let's see what Darnell's up to. Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Okay, here's what I think. What I think is that this platform's about to go hard as hell. Traveling merchant has departed. Okay, well, maybe my traveling is not what it used to be or something. I don't know. I am feeling like it's probably done. Like, most of these streams aren't that long anyways, and this gives me a good starting off point, but I do it not just for myself. Like, I don't want to be a gamer so much as I want to be a person that exists in the minds of other people. Anyways, yeah, I think I will sign off as well, as Kira also did. I wouldn't have even started this stream if she hadn't popped in, so... I mean, I would have started the stream, and I did, but I wouldn't have started playing Terraria if she had... Yeah. Alright, have a great night. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in to @TomRiddlin on YouTube's, end card thing that's going on right here. Thanks for... I was trying to remember the renames of my characters. Thank you for joining us here in Re-OG's. Can't even see it because of my... Hey, but now I can do that. Hey, Re-OG's world that is known as New to the game because he's OG's new to the game. Okay, thanks. Bye.